It was subclass. Not exactly sure how we did it, but here at this library, we're able to find a computer system in the back that allows us to communicate with our future selves 10 years from now via Zoom. Now, only problem is Windows only for a short limited time, and we're only allowed to ask 3 questions, kind of like a genie in a bottle type deal. So see how this goes. All right, Gregory from the future. Question number one is why should your current self make a plan to be your future self?
Whether you are working in the construction industry or making a movie, people experience better outcomes when they plan for those outcomes. If we don't plan ahead, we can fail to successfully advance in life because we see our current selves as the finished or evolved version of ourselves and not as works in progress.
Makes a lot of sense. Now, question number two is how should your current self plan to be your future self?
Imagine your future self, the person you ultimately want to become. Don't be afraid to dream. The sky is the limit because we don't know our full potential until we try. Take actions that move your life towards your ultimate goal, your future self.
Now, for the third and last question, let's make this one good, okay? What is the most important piece of advice that you, your future self, can give to Gregory now here in 2021?
My best advice is to work on growth and personal development of mind, body, soul, and spirit. When it comes to business, vision is the key. With a vision, it becomes easier to believe in yourself, and others will believe in you too. Use ethical leadership to inspire trust in others. Use emotional intelligence to solve personnel problems and to surround yourself with good people and positive energy. Commit to ethical behavior and associate with those who do the same. And most of all, be persistent. Practice your skills and don't fear failure. Do these things and you will become unstoppable on the journey to becoming your best future self. Hello, class. Here in this spooky old library, we discovered a time machine that will allow me to speak with one of our classmates in the future. The catch is that I only have a few moments to ask 3 questions. So now I'm going to speak with the future Leopold Sunga. Hello, Leopold. Tell us, what's the future like?
What is the future like? Honestly, it hasn't changed much as I expected it to. Technology took a really slow roll into innovation in the last decade. Let's see, Tesla's making airplanes now. Apple controls all radio and television. Samsung stopped making phones altogether, and they started doing home energy. I think the biggest surprise of all is that The Rock is president. Yes, Dwayne Johnson. Business ethics really took a driver's seat for a lot of companies. Amazon was forced to sell because of unethical business practices for employees, including unfair wages and unsafe work environments. Target owns them now. Social media isn't so social anymore. After Facebook changed their name to Meta, they started trying to explore too many outlets and were shut down because they were caught selling information overseas. Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, he lives in Russia now. Since all cars are now electric, gas stations cease to exist, coal refineries now produce oxygen, and the carbon footprint has diminished to the size of a baby's foot.
Thank you for your comprehensive answer. I'd certainly vote for The Rock. After all, how could you not? Do you have any investment tips?
Investment tips? I knew this one was coming. Be wise with your money. Enjoy life, but make sure to have a nest egg in case of an emergency. We endured our hardest financial moments in 2020, but it's always wise to plan ahead. The coins and NFT market will crash and burn, but we do have a lot of fun before it does. Invest in what has stood the test of time. Not paper, not digital currency, but natural elements. Gold has never been stronger than it is now. It may seem a bit expensive back in 2021, but the growth of crypto then is comparable to the regrowth of gold and silver now.
Be wise with your money, enjoy life, but plan ahead. Those are certainly words of wisdom. What is the most important advice that you can give to your younger self?
The most important advice I can give you, first things first, your wife is always right. Always. Don't waste time arguing about petty things when you could be making great memories instead. Speaking of which, always make the most out of your time. Time with the family is priceless. Do not kid yourself for a job that will replace you within a week after you die. There are many moments in the last 10 years that I wish that I could have been at 2 places at once, from birthdays to graduations and even family vacations. Follow your intuition and stick to your guns. Always make sure that your mental health and the well-being of those that you love are at the top of your priority list. There'll be many things that will happen that will shake your faith, but hold tight and know that at the end you're making the right decisions.